This is my fifth video. Here I will explain general solution and derivation for one-dimensional heat equation and wave equation. Wave equation is utt is equal to c square into uxx, nothing but del square u divided by del t square is equal to c square, this is constant, and del square u divided by del x square. Observe here, this is x-axis and y-axis, and this is two fixed points. Angle between two fixed points are alpha and beta. Consider a flexible string tightly stretched between two fixed points A and B at a distance L apart, and rho is the mass per unit length of the string. Take assumptions. First assumption is the tension T of the string is same throughout. The effect of gravity can be ignored due to large tension T, and the motion of the string is in small transverse vibrations. Let us consider the forces acting on a small element A, B of the length delta x and T1, T2 with the tensions at the point A and B. Here A and B are 2 points, and T1 and T2 with the tensions at the points A and B respectively. That is, T is equal to T1 cos alpha, that is equal to T2 cos beta. Call it as equation 1. Nothing but T is equal to T2 cos beta and T is equal to T1 cos alpha. Here alpha and beta are angles made by the tangents T1 and T2 with the horizontal line and vertical line. Component of tensions are minus T1 sin alpha and T2 sin beta. The resultant force acting vertically upwards is the sum of two tensions T2 sin beta plus of minus T1 sin alpha, nothing but T2 sin beta minus T1 sin alpha. We know that Newton's second law of motion, force is equal to mass into acceleration. We know that resultant force is T2 sin beta minus T1 sin alpha is equal to mass means rho into delta x, and acceleration is del square u divided by del t square. Dividing throughout by t, we get T2 divided by t sin beta minus T1 by t sin alpha is equal to rho into delta x divided by t into del square u divided by del t square. From equation 1, we know that t is equal to T1 cos alpha and t is equal to T2 cos beta. Cos alpha is equal to t divided by T1. Take this T2 this side, we get cos beta is equal to t divided by T2, and cos alpha is equal to t divided by T1. Take reciprocal of these two equations, we get 1 by cos alpha is equal to T1 by T, and 1 by cos beta is equal to T2 by T. Sin beta divided by cos beta minus sin alpha divided by cos alpha is equal to rho into delta x divided by t into del square u divided by del t square. Put T2 by T value and T1 by T value, we get sin by cos beta and sin alpha by cos alpha. This means tan beta minus tan alpha is equal to rho into delta x by t into del square u divided by del t square. We know that this is slope of the tangent. Tan phi is equal to del u by del x. Tan beta is equal to del u by del x at the point x plus delta. This is slope of the tangent at the point x plus delta x, and tan alpha is slope of the tangent at the point x. So we can write tan alpha is equal to del u by del x at the point x, and tan beta is equal to del u by del x at the point x plus delta x. Substitute tan alpha and tan beta here. written this. These two represent slopes at the point x plus delta x and x. And dividing both sides by delta x, we get what? This divided by delta x is equal to delta x gets cancelled. We obtained del u by del x at the point x plus delta x minus del u by del x at the point x divided by delta x, and delta x gets cancelled. Remaining points are rho divided by t del square divided by del t square. Next, apply limits on both sides. Limit delta x tends to 0, limit delta x tends to 0. We know that this is definition of partial differentiation. So we can write this is equal to del by del x into del u by del x. Remember, this is definition of partial differentiation. In place of u, here del u by del x. And here independent variable is x. So this is del by del x is into del u by del x. That is equal to rho by t into del square u divided by del t square. Take this as c square. Finally, we get del square u divided by del x square is equal to, this is some constant, c square into del square u divided by del t square. Nothing but uxx is equal to c square into utt. This is wave equation, derivation for wave equation. Important question. Next, second question is derivation of one-dimensional heat equation. This is also very important, repeated question. Equation is del u by del t is equal to c square into del square u divided by del x square. Remember, in wave equation, uxx is equal to c square into utt. Here, ut is equal to c square into uxx. Take figure here. We have the following law in respect of heat flow. First point is heat flows from higher temperature to lower temperature. The amount of heat in a body is proportional to its mass and temperature. The rate of heat flow across an area is proportional to the area and to the temperature gradient normal to the area, where the constant of proportionality K is called thermal conductivity. Here K is thermal conductivity. Consider a homogeneous bar of constant area A, and rho is the density, S is the specific heat, and K is the thermal conductivity of the material. A is area, rho is density, specific heat is S, and K is thermal conductivity. Let the sides be insulated so that the streamlines of heat flow are parallel and perpendicular to the area. Consider one end of the bar is origin O and direction of the heat flow is x-axis. U is equal to U of xt is the temperature of the slab, and delta U is the change in temperature in a slab. U is initial temperature and delta U is change in temperature in a slab. Delta X is the thickness of the bar. Consider the element of the bar between the planes PQRS and P dash Q dash R dash S dash at a distance x and x plus delta x from the end O. Mass of the element is A into rho into delta x, and the quantity of heat stored in slab is A into rho into delta x into S into delta U. And rate of increase of heat in the slab is A into rho into S into delta x into del U divided by del T. Here we have observed mass of the element is A into rho into delta x, and quantity of heat stored in slab is A rho S into delta x into delta U, and here delta U is replaced by del U divided by del T. Call it as equation 1. And we know that R is inflow of it, Ri is inflow of it, and Ro is outflow of it. Ri is equal to minus Ka into del U divided by del x at the point x. This is rate of inflow of heat, and Ro is rate of outflow of heat. That is equal to minus Ka into del U by del x at the point x plus delta x. And R is equal to Ri minus Ro. Ri is equal to minus Ka into del U by del x at the point x. This minus and this minus becomes plus, minus into minus plus, Ka into del U by del x at the point x plus delta x. Substitute R value, A into rho into S into delta x into del U by del t. And first write Ka into del U by del x at the point x plus delta x, positive term, then write negative term. And in these two terms, Ka is constant, take outside. Next, dividing throughout by A into rho into S into delta x. A into rho into S into delta x. These terms gets cancelled. Here, A into rho into S into delta x means A gets cancelled. Remaining term is this. Similar to that of previous derivation, take limit on both sides. Limit delta x tends to 0 and limit delta x tends to 0. Here there is no x variable, so it doesn't affect. No need to take limit. Write as it is del U by del t. Here K, rho and S are constants. Take outside. Then apply limit. As I told you, this is definition of partial differentiation. In place of U here del U by del x. So partial differentiation of del U divided by del x. Here this is definition of partial differentiation with independent variable is x. So in place of this we can write del square U divided by del x square. Set this as some constant c or c square. Finally we obtain ut is equal to c square into uxx. This is EAT equation. Next, we go for solution for one-dimensional wave equation by the method of separation of variables. Solution for one-dimensional wave equation by the method of separation of variables. This is third question in fifth topic. This is also very important. Consider utt is equal to c square into uxx. We know that this is equation, wave equation. Here small t and small x are independent variables. So we have to write solution. U is equal to xt. U is equal to capital X and capital T. We know that this x is equal to function of x and this t is function of t. Here U is equal to xt is solution. In place of U, put x t. Here U is replaced by x into t. Here x is function of x and t is function of t. So independent variable is t here. Take x outside. X into del square becomes d because this is function of single variable t. D square t divided by dt square is equal to c square into t del square x divided by del x square becomes d square x divided by dx square. Dividing throughout by c square xt. This is very important step. Divide throughout by c square into xt. X gets cancelled. Remaining function is 1 by c square t into d square t divided by dt square is equal to c square t gets cancelled. Remaining function is 1 by capital X t square x by dx square. Next, equate these two functions with common constant k. Equate these two functions with common constant k. This is equal to k and right side function 1 by x into d square x by dx square is equal to k. Take these two terms this side, we get d square t divided by dt square is equal to c square into t into k. Here d square x by dx square is equal to k into x. Take this side, this is in terms of d. We can express this in terms of capital D, differential equation of second order. So write in terms of D, this is in first module, d square minus c square into k into t. Remember, here t is variable. Here also we can write this in terms of capital D. X is dependent variable, big X, capital X, and small x is independent variable. So d square minus c square k into t is equal to 0, and here d square minus k into x is equal to 0. Call it as equation 2 and this is equation 1. Then case 1, put k is equal to 0. Case 2, k is equal to p square, and case 3, k is equal to minus p square. In three cases, we can find solution for heat and wave equations. Remember, first case is put k is equal to 0. Next one is k is equal to p square, and third one is k is equal to minus p square. Put k is equal to 0. In equation 1, we get d square minus 0 into t is equal to 0. Nothing but d square t is equal to 0. This is second order equation. We can find two roots by writing auxiliary equation. Auxiliary equation is m square is equal to 0, m is equal to 0, 0. Roots are real and equal. Then write solution t in terms of t. This is important step. Here equation involves with capital T and small t. Dependent variable big T and independent variable is small t. We have to write solution t in terms of small t. Roots are 0, 0. Solution is C1 plus C2t into e power 0t. Then here put k is equal to 0. We obtain d square x is equal to 0. Again here auxiliary equation of order 2. Find solution. We obtain 2 roots 0, 0. Then write solution. X is equal to C3 plus C4x into e power 0x. Here x and x equation involves with capital X and small x. Write solution x in terms of small x. Here equation involves with capital T and small t. Then write solution u is equal to xt. This into this. Go for second case. Case 2. Take k is equal to p square. Equation 1 implies d square minus c square p square into t is equal to 0, and equation 2 implies d square minus p square into x is equal to 0. Here d square minus c square p square into t is equal to 0. Simplify this, write auxiliary equation, replace d by small m square is equal to c square p square, and m is equal to plus or minus cp. Here m square minus p square is equal to 0, m is equal to plus or minus p. Here also two roots, and here m is equal to plus cp and minus cp are two roots. So write solution t in terms of t. Roots are real and different. Write solution c1 into e power c into p into t plus c2 into e power minus c into p into t, and x is equal to c3 into e power px plus c4 into e power minus px. Solution is u is equal to x into t. This into this. In case 3, take k is equal to minus p square. Put k is equal to minus p square. Equation 1 implies d square minus into minus plus c square p square into t is equal to 0. Here d square minus into minus plus p square into x is equal to 0. First write auxiliary equation. M square plus c square p square is equal to 0, and here m square plus p square is equal to 0. Simplify this, we obtained imaginary roots plus or minus ICP, here plus or minus I into P. We know that the roots are imaginary. Solution is T is equal to, capital T is equal to e power 0t into C1 cos CPT plus C2 into sin C into P into T. Here also we have two imaginary roots. Solution is e power 0x into C3 cos Px plus C4 sin Px. Finally, solution is x into t or t into x. This is general solution for wave equation. Next, fourth question is one-dimensional heat equation by the method of separation of variables. This is also important question. Here we have to find general solution for heat equation. We know that heat equation is ut is equal to c square into uxx. Write in terms of del. Here also dependent variables are u, dependent variable is u, and independent variables are small t and x. So solution will be capital X into capital T. We know that x is equal to x of x and t is equal to t of t. Put u value. Next, independent variable is small t. Take x, del becomes d. Here, x small x is independent variable. T is constant, take outside. Del becomes d. Similar to that of previous derivation, dividing throughout by c square x into t. This is very important step. First, we have to divide throughout by c square x t. X gets cancelled. Remaining term is 1 by c square t into dt by dt is equal to c square t gets cancelled, 1 by x into d square x by dx square. Next, equate these two functions with common constant k. 1 by c square t dt by dt is equal to k. 1 by x into d square x by dx square is equal to k. Cross multiply this. We obtain differential equation of first order and here differential equation of second order with dependent variable capital X and independent variable x, here t and small t. Next, write in terms of capital D. D minus k c square into t. This t is common here, take outside, that is equal to 0. Call it as equation 1. Here d square minus k into x is equal to 0. Call it as equation 2. Here also three cases. In case 1, put k is equal to 0. This is 0 and here also 0. We obtain differential equation of first order and here second order. So here m is equal to 0, auxiliary equation. Here m square is equal to 0, so m is equal to 0, 0. Write solution for single root and solution for two roots. That two roots are real and equal. So solution is t is equal to c1 into e power 0t and x is equal to c2 plus c3x into e power 0x. Solution is u is equal to x into t. Write this. E power 0 is 1 here. Next, case 2, put k is equal to p square. Equation 1 and 2 implies d is equal to, not d square, this is heat equation. D minus c square p square into t is equal to 0. Here d square minus p square into x is equal to 0. Auxiliary equation is m minus c square p square is equal to 0 and m is equal to c square p square. This is auxiliary equation with single root, that is real root. So solution will be t is equal to c1 e power c square p square t and x is equal to c2 e power px plus c3 e power minus px, because auxiliary equation is m square minus p square is equal to 0. If we solve this equation, we obtain two roots. The two roots are real and different. So solution is u is equal to x into t or t into x. Both are same here. And go for case 3. Let k is equal to minus p square. In place of k, put minus p square. Differential equation or 1 or 2, equation 1 and 2 implies d plus c square p square into t is equal to 0. D square plus p square into x is equal to 0. Auxiliary equation is m plus c square p square is equal to 0. M square plus p square is equal to 0. M is equal to minus c square p square. Single root, this is equation with single root. Solution is t is equal to c1 e power minus c square p square t. If we solve this equation, we obtain imaginary roots. M is equal to plus or minus I into P. So solution is e power 0x into C2 cos Px plus C3 sin Px. Next, write solution. U is equal to x into t. Put x value and t value or t into x. This is general solution for one-dimensional heat equation.